Welcome, Pokemon fans of all ages, sizes, and just people around the world, or people who are just wanting to watch this video. Today we are going to be reviewing the first and the most notable Pokemon game of all time, Pokemon Red and Blue, and most people's favorite game because it was, well, their childhood. Pokemon Red and Blue is a very great game, that's why we're reviewing this first, also because it's the first game. So join me as we start our new series, Pokemon Review and Thoughts. And just be warned, there are going to be some bias and stuff. But if you don't like that, you don't have to watch. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and let's get right into this video. And let's go. What is up, guys? It's your boy Jarhead, and so right now we're gonna get into the review part of this game. So before I start off, I just want to say a few things. Now that I've said pretty much everything I need to say, I just want to say thanks guys for coming, thanks guys for all the support, and it'd be so cool if you could hit that like button and subscribe. And that's one of the reasons I haven't been able to upload a video, because this video has been taking a while, so let's get right into it. Let's start off with the first parts of Pokemon. Pokemon Red and Blue were created by creator Satoshi Tajiri, and one of the people that I really want to meet and just talk to him, just ask him some things and what motivated him. But he wasn't the one who started it himself. Partially him, but more, or he was mentored by Shigeru Miyamoto, creator of Mario, Zelda, Link, whatever you want to call it, you know. So thanks to him, we have the now great Pokemon Red and Blue. And to me, I think that's why I love Shigeru Miyamoto. Really, he's one of the people that I love. I love Shigeru Miyamoto. I love all the creators of Nintendo. But Satoshi Tajiri wasn't like them. He wasn't higher up like the rest of the Nintendo creators. He was more pushed down for a few reasons. Pokemon Red and Blue weren't accepted by Nintendo. They weren't supposed to be like that. People, like, what I'm trying to say is Nintendo didn't think that's how they were going to turn out. But it's lucky that they did. Nintendo wouldn't fund Pokemon. It's great that Pokemon even came out. There was some chance that Pokemon wouldn't even come out. But I want to talk about what motivated Satoshi Tajiri to get Pokemon. When Satoshi was little, he used to love bug hunting. He used to go and he would collect bugs. And that's what made him motivated to get Pokemon to be catchable. And originally Pokemon was going to be named Capsule Monsters, if you didn't know. Because there was a lot of capsule and, well, you know the drop ball things that they drop a random thing, pick out of it, there's sometimes an eraser. Yeah, he wanted it to be like that, but then he changed it to Pocket Monsters. It sounded a little more, well, correct. And that's when he started looking up to Shigeru Miyamoto for help and mentorship. He wanted to make a game of his own. He didn't want to keep playing their games, but make his own. So he started, and it started almost back to 1992 when they started making the game. The game came out in 1996, and it was a huge hit in Japan. Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green, some of the biggest games, and still are. Almost 4.6 million copies in only the first few months. That's crazy for back then, and it still is crazy for now. So that's why Satoshi Tajiri is looked up by Nintendo creators now. And he actually puts a part on the board. He's not still the creator of Pokemon and doesn't still do the Pokemon games. Well, that is because there was a new CEO of Pokemon, but we'll talk about that later. Satoshi Tajiri put it up to somebody else to make the Pokemon games. He did parts of Silver, but he stopped really around Ruby. He figured he got what he needed, and he wanted to see what other people did, and they continued it in a great way. But back to Shigeru Miyamoto. I just want to say that Shigeru Miyamoto, like, he did a lot of stuff for Pokemon. He did stuff for his game, and he still is, but that's not all. For Satoshi Tajiri, Shigeru Miyamoto was a huge help, and the Pokemon company might not be here without him. Well, not the Pokemon company, I mean the Pokemon games. But like I said earlier, Satoshi Tajiri created Pokemon. But if I didn't say this, he also created Game Freak. Game Freak was pretty much, well, what created Pokemon. A few other smaller games, but mostly Pokemon. Pokemon was a huge thing for Satoshi Tajiri. But Pokemon was... It was a Nintendo game. It always shows Nintendo. But Satoshi didn't want it that way. He almost made his own branch. Or, like, he almost made his own... Well, Nintendo pretty much. He wanted to make his own company. He didn't want to have Nintendo. But he stayed with Nintendo because he knew he couldn't get the funding without them. This game was almost not funded. But Shigeru Miyamoto talked them in. He was a big hit, Shigeru Miyamoto. Mario, Link, Zelda, whatever, was, like, huge to people. So Shigeru Miyamoto was big in Nintendo, and he was friends with Satoshi. Satoshi was, like, his apprentice, pretty much. So Shigeru got them into making the next Pokemon game. But here's some more facts. If you think the original 151 was nice, well, let's think about the 152. What about Metronome? Okay, so originally there was actually going to be like 190 Pokemon in the game, including a lot of the Johto Pokemon. And Missing No? Well, they took the Pokemon out so they could add it into Silver and Gold and Crystal. Missing No is actually the remainder of what they took out. Missing No is the Johto Pokemon that aren't in there. So really, a Pokemon like Ho-Oh actually is in Blue and Red. Because of Missing No. If you do the Missing No glitch, you're not actually running... Well, you're running into Missing No, but it's actually kind of like a Johto Pokemon. Because Missing No was just a substitution. Because the Pokemon Company didn't know what else to do. They wanted to take it out. And here's another fun fact. Mew was actually added in really late into the game. One of Satoshi's, corporate officers didn't understand Mewtwo if there's no Mew 1. So they added Mew as in like an event. So that's where Mew's pretty much from. And so right now we're going to talk about, if you don't know Pokemon, you've never played Pokemon, here's some of the basic things. So you start off as a kid in Pallet Town. You're red, and your rival is blue. You get to pick one of 3 starters: Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Notorably, or the most notable of the 3, Charmander. And your Pokemon evolve as your journey over the 8 gyms. You go to 8 gyms trying to beat them, and you finally get to the Pokemon League, where you face this huge task to beat 4 people known as the Elite Four, and then the champion, and in this case, the champion is Red. And so, you have to go through this huge Kanto region. In this case, it's the Kanto region, catching Pokemon. You're throwing balls at them, and you're catching them. And then they learn 4 moves, and they have an ability, type, and like I said, 4 moves, and different stats. You can name them, and it's really cool, and I like the biggest feature of Pokemon is evolution. I love evolution. And that's pretty much what Pokemon is. Pokemon is this game, get to do stuff, get to have fun, and it's a free roam game. And like I said, Pokemon is not something that you could, or I don't know if I said this, but Pokemon is not something that, a lot of people say is exciting in a way, but it's exciting in a way that is just exciting. You just have this feeling when you're playing Pokemon that it's just really fun. Now back to some more facts or things about Satoshi and Pokemon. Pokemon, when it was being created, was, a lot of things were going to be different. In this case, the gyms weren't actually going to be called gyms. A lot of things were going to be different. There was something called, they might have changed the gyms to something like Task Yard, something, I'm not sure, I really don't know. But Pokemon was going to be a lot different, and Satoshi even confirmed this in an interview with him. Maybe I'll show that on my channel once, or I'll show it soon, I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of things were going to be different, so Pokemon is as is now. So thanks guys, we're going to go into the thoughts part of this video, see you guys. Welcome Pokemon fans, we are on the thoughts section of this video, and right now we are going to be reviewing the Kanto region. I'm going to get an overall score at the end of the video, so let's get started. The Kanto region was a great region for me. I played through it first in Pokemon Soul Silver, as you can go to the Kanto region after you beat the Johto region. I like the Kanto region. It's based off of Japan, as you can see below the picture on the bottom. The Kanto region was really cool, and it had a lot of different things. I thought it was missing a few things because it was the earliest region. They're still figuring things out, but I thought it was a really cool part of Pokemon. I loved the Kanto region. There was something else just about the Kanto region being the first. It had all those feels just like it's the first one. Like, you go there, you're gonna feel like it's the first one. Like the Star Wars movie, you feel like it's the first one. You don't have a feeling, oh, it's not the first one, or that's... You kind of have the feeling it's the first one, and that's what I think about Pokemon Red and Blue. Also, it looks a lot older, but just the Kanto region, it looks it's the first one. That's what I think about it. So, yeah, it felt like a new region, but we're gonna give the score now. The Kanto region gets an overall score of 9, which is an A-. Why not an A+? Well, I didn't feel that it had enough of some things. It had a little too many mountains, but it didn't have like that many deserts or some areas. I liked water. There was a little too less water, but I thought it was a great region. So I'll see you guys when we review the Kanto region Pokemon. We're going to be reviewing the Pokemon. We just reviewed the region, so now we're going to be reviewing the Pokemon of the Kanto region for Pokemon Red and Blue. So let's get started. First off, I love the Kanto region. One of my favorite regions, and, well, let's start off and I'll tell you why. Okay, so first off, there was a lot of Pokemon in this region, a lot of good ones as well. And, well, that's why I think Pokemon was just trying to go all out. They were just trying to make it a quality game. They wanted people to buy this thing. So, that's why they made such a good game. They made so many great Pokemon. All the starters were fantastic. One of my favorite starters is in this region, and that is Charizard. A lot of people love Charizard as well, because he's like a dragon, but not a dragon, unless you're counting the Mega one. But that's just one of the reasons. There's a ton of them out there. Dragonite is one of my favorite dragon Pokemon, and he's in this region. Mewtwo I love. Lapras is one of my favorite Pokemon again. Venusaur and Blastoise are awesome, and Pikachu. And not to mention, well, I love Rhyhorn. I love Rhyhorn. He's awesome. But why did they make so many good Pokemon? Well, let's give you an example. If you had 10,000, or different pictures, and you started off just with a fresh idea, later, once you're done with those 10,000 pictures, you're going to start getting confused on what you actually want to write. You're going to think, what am I supposed to write? That's what Pokemon is starting to do nowadays. With the upcoming game of Sun and Moon, they're starting to lose ideas. A lot of the Pokemon that I've seen in the trailers aren't as cool as they are now. They're a little kind of different, but that's okay. A lot of them are cool. But I think they're just starting to run out of ideas. That's what's happening. They started off with fresh new ideas. Nothing was taken. They couldn't just, the only thing that was stopping was other games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. But other than that, everything was new. Everything was fresh. They didn't have it before, so they could just make new things. They had nothing to stop them. But now, you can't make another Charizard, unless you're talking about a Mega, but you can't just make an exact orange Charizard, because that's kind of different. But there's a few flaws in this region. I did not like Diglett. I did not like Oddish. I did not like a lot of Pokemon. I'm not a fan of Ghastly. I love Gengar, though. And also, I just think they could have done a little more with some of the Pokemon, not all of them, but I think a lot of them are great. That's why I'm going to stay with the score of the original or the other score for the region, and stick, well, with a 9. Yes, a 9. A lot of people are going to be really mad with me right now, but that's your own personal opinion. If you don't like what I just said, then you can make your own video on your own channel, and I'll be sure to watch it. Just see what you want to say. But, I think a 9 is a great score. 9, for me, is really good on a test. If I get a 9, I'm happy. And these Pokemon should be happy too, because they're one of the best. And another thing I want to say about these Pokemon, they deserve a reward for being one of the best created Pokemon ever. The creator of Pokemon deserves a reward for the Kanto region. So yeah, now we're going to move on to the part of the review and thoughts, or the thoughts part of this video, on the story of the game. Now, right now, we're going to be talking about the thoughts part of this video, or in the story in general. So let's get started. So you start off as Red in the part of Pallet Town, and you're starting to travel around the journey. Now, this is not part of the earlier video where we review it, but for me, these games were awesome. I loved them. They were really fun, they're really satisfying, and there was a lot of content. The graphics weren't as good, but this is an old game, so they were really, really fun. So that's just my opinion. And for me, Pokemon Red and Blue were awesome. I loved them. And I played Yellow as well. I think on my 3DS, I got Pokemon Red and Pokemon Yellow. And too bad you couldn't get Green, because I loved Green. I actually never played it, but I really want to play it, because I played Leaf Green. So, yeah. But let's talk a little bit about it in depth. I'm sure you know who Team Rocket is if you watched the anime, or you played Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Crystal, Gold, Silver, Red, Blue, Yellow, Leaf Green, or Fire Red. So, yeah. But Team Rocket is pretty much a team who steals Pokemon, and I like that concept. They're not like the other teams like Team Galactic, Team whoever, who are trying to literally take over the world. It's a really cool concept that Team Rocket is doing, so that's one thing. I mean, taking Pokemon isn't something that's too cool, but the story of Pokemon Red and Blue in general is awesome. So overall, I love the Pokemon, I love the region, so we're gonna give this and the overall game a 9. You heard me, a 9. And you might be thinking, what, just a 9 for these awesome games? Well, here's the thing. That's pretty high for a Pokemon game. And we're going to be making more of these. I'll try and make these weekly. So have a good day, guys. It's been Jarhead. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. If not, see you guys later.